women will do things that they're uncomfortable with for
go.
people that they truly care about.
Okay.
So if it's something that she's not willing to at least try, then either you're not dominant enough where she doesn't want to please you enough.
There you go.
Or, she's just too prude. And some people are just prude. They're really uncomfortable with that.
Nah, I don't think it has anything to do with prude. I think, and listen. You asked the question, you're going to get the answer. Steve from Salt Lake City is not dominant enough. That's what it comes down to. I never have to worry about you saying no, please don't.
I always say no, please don't.
Well. But she consents. She listen. There is. Hold on. We got to make sure I don't go to jail.
True.
But you do you, Devon Sharpe? Okay. But right. Of course, you're like. I mean, listen. You're not like, ooh, give it to me. Mm-hmm. Like I will say that there is always a little bit of hesitation and trepidation.
Right.
But you eventually. I mean, at some point, you're like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Why do you never say no?
I don't lead in the bedroom. I don't know. It's just not. If that's what you want to do, that's what we're doing.
There we go.
What I'm used to.
Okay. Let's think about. Let me think. Val.
No. If I have a physical problem or there's something wrong with me, I'll give you a heads up. I'm not looking to make a mess or anything. Like if I'm sick or something like that. But you don't.
What if I say no? I'm going anyway.
Get the rubber sheet.
Oh my God.
So gross.
Let me give you another example. Let's say you were dating Val from Temptation Island. Temptation Island.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, let's go backdoor. Would you do it with him?
Fuck no.
Okay, well, there we go. And the look on her face is like, ew. So clearly, it's a dominance. To me, it's a dominance and respect thing, right? Dude, the only girls who actually like backdoor fun are probably girls you shouldn't be committing to, because if she likes backdoor fun, she's had a lot of backdoor fun, which means she's had a lot of you-know-whats, right?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So women don't enjoy backdoor fun. Sometimes they do. Most of the time they don't. They pretend to in spicy movies, but that's a fantasy. Dude, I think I've gone backdoor with maybe 3 girls that I know truly enjoyed it. All of the other ones just kind of grin and bear it and tolerate it, you among them. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but you do it.
Right.
Thank you. If you try to get me put in jail, I'm like, but I'm like, all right, consent. I need consent here. Looking down, Jesus Christ. I mean, anything you want to else add or agree or disagree? I mean,
no, I'd never disagree with Kevin. I mean, he's got 40,000 people watching, seeing that it's correct. And every time someone calls, it's just a proof in the pudding.
He's undefeated, man.
He is, and he's really trying to help women and men.
Yeah.
And he's not breaking down these women because he's mean or he's a bully or
no.
It's hard to swallow the truth.
Yeah.
Just like when I first started talking to you.
That's right.
There were a lot of things I didn't want to hear.
That's right.
And actually, that's why I reached out to you, because a lot of the stuff that you were writing, I was like, oh, that's really true. Don't like it. And it's also hilarious. Like, some of your writing, it's very funny. So
I try.
So, that's something that got me intrigued. Like, okay, is this really what men want? And how difficult is it truly to do this?
And you figured out that it was how difficult?
It's not that hard at all. And I actually love it.
Okay. All right. So you like backdoor then? That's a no. Here by my man J Mart.
Okay.
This one is actually, hold on real quick. Let me shrink this a little bit. So he says, the gossip around certain content creators is your age, weight, and looks. Also, it seems they have doxed you. How do you feel about content creators using you for content? How do you feel about content creators using you for ammunition against DS? That is a very, very good question. So what are your what are your thoughts on that?
That's a very, very good question. I think what people don't realize over the years is that I've met almost all of the major Red Pill content creators.
Yeah, all of them.
By way of you.
Yeah.
Donovan doesn't keep me in a locked room. So I've broken bread with, Rollo and his wife a few times. Yep. I've met Richard Cooper, Anthony Johnson, Ivan Throne.
We had dinner with him and his wife.
Yeah. Hunter Drew, a.k.a. Zach Small.
Yep.
His wife and I talked to. I've met George Bruno.
Yep.
I don't know if he's still with that cute girl that he had.
He is.
Oh,
he is.
Good,
yeah,
good,
he's
good.
still with her.
I can't wait to see her again.
Yep.
Not to mention everyone that's ever done one-on-one
Yeah,
with
dude,
Donovan
you've
Sharpe.
met Kevin Samuels, Minister Jap, Coach Greg Adams.
Yeah, I've met Myron several times. I've been to the Fresh and Fit studio.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't see me on camera, I was there. Hotep Jesus, Jap Lucario, Coach Greg Adams.
All of them.
Aaron Clary, Terrence Pop.
I think you are probably, and I'm sure there's other, I don't know. I think you're probably the woman who has met the most red pill guys out there.
It's funny because I was the one who reached out to Hotep to see if he wanted to come on and do a one-on-one with Donovan Sharpe.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
And that's how he kind of like got introduced to a lot of these guys. So So everyone can thank me for Hotep. Jeez, I'm just kidding. But it's crazy. So, some of the guys that I've met, they've fallen out of your circle. Richard Cooper, Steve the Dean. There's a couple guys. Just have parted ways. But how come we don't hear those guys talking about how fat I am and how old I am and how ugly I am and things like that?
Right.
It's like, okay, one, I think they don't have anything to gain by doing so, and I also think I think some of them might be a little scaredy, but I would be too. Overall, it's also just not true. And they know that talking trash about another man's woman or family for personal gain is going to get their man card revoked. I mean, that's you can pick a lot of battles, but when you start going after people's family,
sure,
or girlfriends or wives, it happens all the time, but it's low.
Sure.
So I mean, how do I feel about it? Some of the comments, they hurt. I try to just see it sarcastically. Excuse me, to take a drink. I try to just kind of laugh about it because I'm the one who looks in the mirror every day.
Sure. You're the one busting your ass in the gym every day,
right.
goddammit.
And honestly, it doesn't really affect me once I turn the computer off or whatever. It affects my life zero.
Right.
Right.
So
another thing is that these content creators, they want to trash the one woman who's done more for the manosphere than any other woman that I know of on the planet.
Yeah, that's true. Like you were the moderator.
Except I just do it from behind the scenes. For example, I Sharpe assist.
Yep.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
I moderated Red Man Group from its inception until you
until we parted ways.
Panel.
Yeah.
Let's see. I built websites for guys in the manosphere.
Yeah.
I jump on conference calls with you and other content creators when you guys are talking about
SEO and all that.
Marketing, SEO. Yeah. Anybody has any questions, I'll field them as they come. I do all this through you, of course. I'm not, talking to these guys. Of course. Also, even I advised Anthony Johnson on how to fight chargebacks when he blew up his ticket sales by going after Rolo.
Dude, you're right about that. I remember that. We were on the phone with him for 45 minutes. You remember that?
I know. I'm the one trying to help this guy save money in his business out of the kindness of my heart.
Wow,
you have no idea how
that.
many hours of free labor Anthony Johnson's gotten out of me, but yet he's going to turn around and take a bad screen grab of a half a second that's got a bad aspect ratio that makes me look about 400 pounds because it's all stretched out.
Do you remember?
You know what? I got Photoshop too. You know what? I can do that too. But also, we also had the bad aspect ratio on that episode.
Because me and Terrence Pop looked like, it was funny because we looked like we were stretched out. That was the
first one. It was you and Myron.
No, I thought it was the Pop episode.
No, it was the first one with you and Myron because when you came in with Myron and we had just gotten it was still brand new. And one of the headphones was making a crazy noise, crazy feedback. And you guys had to go run. I think you ran to go pick them up or something. And then I didn't realize the cameras were rolling.
Oh,
and I had to go
that's
fix
what it
the
was.
Headphones.
Yeah.
And you came in, you were like, you were on the camera. And I was like, I
told you.
But the aspect ratio was messed up for the first couple episodes.
He didn't have on any makeup. It was crazy.
Yeah, because I got ready to go to dinner afterwards is when I did all my hair, makeup, and got all dressed up to go out to dinner. I'm not getting dressed up just to sit behind a screen, do a podcast, and nobody's going to see me, I thought. But either way, you can't just take one bad half a second screen grab and just start making judgments about someone.
I'm sure you can, but, it doesn't have to be a good judgment.
Well, so it just kind of makes me feel like, you piece of I did nothing, me, of all people, did nothing but try to help someone.
Dude, the chargebacks, I forgot about that, man.
And then you're going to turn around and dox me? Put my full name out there? He knew for a reason I was trying to keep a low profile. I'm not the content creator. You are.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway, like, I help you, Donovan. Like,
Yeah.
I help you help men in as many ways as I possibly can.
Yeah.
You know, and I did this even before I started working for you full time.
Right.
And yet these content creators who want to trash me, I mean, they could just go knock themselves out and keep going for it, because it really isn't going to hurt all the good that we've done.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, all the men that we've helped, all of, you know, oh, well, she's just trying to help him scam and blah, blah, blah. Well, what do we scam? What's our scam? We work our butts off 16 hours a day. I work more hours now than I ever did going to an office.
Do you really?
Oh, for sure. I just think these guys just look stupid and childish at the end of the day. They got nothing better to talk about.
Okay. All right.
And just to make a point here.
What do you got to catch your breath?
No, my throat is really dry.
Do you have your inhaler?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. All right.
But, like, you've never said I was young or perfect. You've never told
No.
your audience I was anything better than a 7, you know? Which is, like, funny because I always tell my trainer to make me an 8. And, and just, like we've done, you've hidden some things to obscure my privacy. Because,
Of course.
I've asked you to.
Yes. Right.
And, you know, I'm not it's not my show. You
Sure.
know, this show's not about me. But, you know, the cat's out of the bag now. We just have to move forward.
It is what it is.
And I think that they're only coming after me is because they've got nothing left to come after you, because you've already spilled all your own beans.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Right.
So what are they going to say? You know, ooh.
Donovan Sharpe's committed crimes, yes.
Oh, God forbid. We're married. That was a new one.
Oh, my God.
And I don't know if it's because I will always wear that fake wedding ring.
Dude,
that I've been wearing that since even before we moved in.
Dude, that was crazy.
But
man.
yeah, okay, I got it for $45 off Amazon. If anybody wants to go get one, they can pretend to be married too.
Oh my
okay?
God! But the reason you wore a wedding ring was to. You actually started wearing a wedding ring like 3 months into us seeing each other. You wore a wedding ring to ward, and I actually talked about this. I think in like episode 12 or something. Make her wear a wedding ring. Make her wear a wedding ring so that she can. I mean, you guys can go check the archives.
I didn't want dudes to think that I was available. And I had worn one for so long that it was just
just kind of natural.
Now I'm like, wait a second, I don't want to talk to this guy. You know and I had a friend in Florida who did that. She's a police officer, and I was like, you're not married. She's
the
like,
one with the fake tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why she wore a wedding ring, because she had fake tits. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you know, I was like, I'll take a page out of that book and see if that helps. But you know, I also just kind of, you know, I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing also to be, you know, in your late 30s and not married too. So
yeah, well,
pretend like I was.
You got nobody to blame but yourself.
So, look, so I'm so good at pretending that the whole internet
believes that we're actually got it.
Yeah,
got it. That makes sense.
Anyway, I want to just thank them for the questions and keep them coming.
Keep them coming, guys. If you have a question for Dev, keep it clean. Well, you don't have to keep it clean. Keep it respectful-ish, right? Well, that dude jumped right into it with the backdoor fun.
Oh,
right? Like he jumped right into it with the backdoor fun, and I jumped right into it. Yeah, listen, man. When it comes down to it, as a woman, you have to do things that you're going to have to do things that you're uncomfortable with. Like, are there things about me that you find annoying? Yes. Are there things that you do for me on a regular basis that you don't necessarily like?
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, well. Okay. All right. Well,
Sorry.
don't let me. Yes.